In my dream, Daryl was in the supermarket and I was in it. He threatened to shoot me and I took off running through the store, told the person behind the register. Before he caught up to me, then I grabbed a water gun hoping I could trick him with it. He finally came up front, where I was, and pointed his gun at me. I pointed my gun at him, then he was gonna shoot me anyway, so I dodged and tried for a quick disarm. Then, as I did it, he fired the gun. I felt a crashing blow on my right shoulder. Then I managed to get the gun out of his hands and I pointed it at him. Then he stopped. Then I realized it was a paintball gun and not a real gun, so I just kept the gun and walked away. Later the next day, when I woke up, I walked outside and I saw him about 50 feet. He said, "I'll shoot you with this one, and then, if it's not enough later, I'll shoot you with a more powerful Ko-2 paintball gun," and he shot me with it in the leg. It didn't hurt too bad, so I took off running toward him and he missed me. Then I shot him with the handgun that I took from him the day before. And he retreated. Then the next day I looked out the window before going out, and the same place he was before was a bunch of black spots on the ground. They got up. They turned out to be people dressed like ninjas. Then they laid back down, as though they were hiding and waiting for me to come out. In my dream I told my dad about them and he was like, "You better not go out there today, it's too many of them." So I called my cousin Joey and he went through the woods with his paintball gun, ended up behind them, and I went through my back door and far off, then around them and ended up behind them as well. This time Daryl had a more powerful paintball gun. Me and Joey ambushed them. Then all of a sudden, after we won, Daryl and Joey turned on me and pointed. Then Joey was dressed like a ninja all of a sudden, but without the mask and had a pole, so I ran and grabbed my double sticks and I was trying to fight them both at the same time. I was holding them off for about 45 seconds and I hit Daryl in the head, and Joey hit my hand with the stick that he had, but it didn't hurt too bad. Then all at once he quit fighting and looked at me like he did something wrong and said now he can't play anymore to Daryl, and Daryl said, "Why?" And he said, "Because I damaged his finger." Then I looked at my hand and my finger was swelled and turned purple. Then I dropped the stick and tried to close my hand and I couldn't grip the stick anymore. So jogged off to my house and said, "Wait until my finger heals. We'll have another match."